Is there anybody here? Is there anybody watching here? Oh, I think we're on. Hi, everybody. How are you this morning? Welcome to Stock Markets with Bruce. They call me Uncle Bruce. I love eating bagels. Who can't? Who doesn't love eating a bagel? I mean, come on. Bagels are great. Welcome, everybody, to the program. Nice to have you here. What do I do? If you've not joined me before, what I try and do is try to tell you what's going on in the stock market in plain English so that almost anyone can understand what the hell's going on. Easier said than done, though, because I have to sometimes cut through a lot of rhetoric, but it is what it is. Welcome all to the program. Tomorrow's election day in the United States. For those of you who are international viewers, 65% of my viewers are from the United States. The rest are from around the world. Say hi to me if you can. Let me know where you're watching me from. Tell me what town you're from, what city, what country, and say hi to us. Would love to hear from you. Thank you all for being with me today and always being here. Returning regulars, love you guys. Thank you to the Gold Bagel members of this channel who are the backbone of this channel. The only reason that a lot of you can see me every day who are not members is because of these folks. They are sponsoring this channel in their own way, and they're coming back month after month to renew their memberships because they have figured out that if you become a Gold Bagel member of this channel, you can make money here. We like making money in the market. This is one of those funny little things about this channel. I try to find ways to help you make money without without sending you on a wild goose chase to follow the hottest stock in the market. You will quickly figure out, if you're new here, I don't recommend penny stocks to anybody. I don't recommend the hot stocks of the minute to anybody. I have favorites that I like because I've been asked my opinion over 4 years now, coming up to 4 years of being on the air. I have my opinion on stocks I like or companies I like. And then I admit that I don't follow every single company out there because that's not my job. That's not what I do. I'm not a promoter of stocks. I'm a guy that tries to explain to you in plain English what's going on in the market. And I am a niche channel here on YouTube where I try to explain to my viewers how you can make money consistently from the stock market by writing stock options and letting sell an option up here and either buy it back for down here or never buy it back and let it expire worthless, and you keep all the proceeds from option writing. There's a couple of ways, more than a couple of ways to make money in the options market, and my job is to help you figure it out. For those of you who do or do not know, I have a website out there that is named after this channel. It is called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. The CA stands for Canada because I'm a Canuck. I'm coming here from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. How you doing, everybody? I'm north of the 49th parallel. Always have been. And if you want to see my website, you just go there, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. And what will you find? You'll find for sale classes on how to become an option writer. And I'm going to bet you that probably every single Gold Bagel member that I've got that is a Gold Bagel member, I'm going to have to guess almost every single one of them have probably purchased most of my classes over the last 3 years that I've posted them. And they've learned how to write options or have become much better at learning how to write stock options and have had their eyes opened up to a world they didn't know existed or heard of through various means, but didn't understand, couldn't relate to. And they've learned how to start writing options and have been writing options for a number of years. And there are people here who, without hesitation, admit that their lives have been completely transformed because if you can bring into your household $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month in option premium as a basic thing, every month you bring in that amount of fresh cash into your world, whether it's into your retirement account, whether it's into your cash or margin account, This makes a difference. This has one of these cumulative effects that month after month after month after month, fresh capital is coming into your world from an outside source other than your paycheck. This has a way of changing things around the house. And if you're a parent, you and your wife together, you and your partner together are learning how to write options as a pair, and you've got kids running around everywhere, every dollar coming into the house from another source, boy, does that make a difference. And when it starts coming in at larger amounts, it completely alters the thinking and the game plan of the household in a good way. I think in a good way, because more money in your disposal, more cash flow at your disposal allows you to start eliminating costs that you have in your household that won't ever be bothering you again. And many of you have already figured out, you're geniuses. You already know that every 2 weeks we get paid or whatever this is. And these paychecks are pre-spoken for. The money coming into this household is pre-allocated to various areas, one of which or several of which might be credit payments, student loans, car loans, mortgages, you name it, whatever you've got debts on. Other areas of your paycheck are allocated to food and insurance and retirement savings and gifting and who knows what. Each of you have your own different world out there. And I do not know anyone who couldn't use more. I just don't. Maybe the odd monk, perhaps, maybe that. But for the world out there that watches this channel, everyone can use a couple of extra dollars coming from a source other than a paycheck. For a number of you here who are here all the time or who are new to me, your objective was and is and will be getting enough cash flow coming in to quit your day job, just to be self-employed and be self-reliant and never, ever having to rely on another organization, an outside organization, to guarantee you your lifestyle. And I can't argue that. As a matter of fact, I encourage it. I encourage you to seriously look at option writing as a possible way for you to be able to walk away from that employer that you've been tolerating, that's tolerated you and you've tolerated them. You've gotten everything out of them you can get. There's no more upside for you. You've reached a certain point in your life where you're of a certain age or of a certain seniority and you're not going any further. And as a matter of fact, many of you, I know for a fact, you always ask yourselves, am I redundant this week, next month, next year? Is my department going to be purged of fellow employees? Are we going to be contracted out? Are we going to become employees of a third company that now contracts with the company I'm with, and I'm going to get 3/4, 2/3, 1/2 of the wage I used to get? Are all my benefits about to be eliminated because our company is going to be taken over by another company? Or are you with an organization that is failing? An organization that is falling apart at the seams, and you've been desperate to get out and can't find anyone else to pick you up because you are too old, you are too limited in your experience, you are just not versatile enough as far as an other employer is concerned. I don't know what the problem is. It's a million reasons. You found me. I don't know how you found me, but you found me, and you've started to watch here what's going on. You've started to take a class or 2 or 3, and you had the revelation. You've gone, oh my God, I've been sitting on 200 shares of stock of this company that I used to work for, and I could write 2 options on this stuff. Every 100 shares I have, I can write an option and take in option premium. It's like an insurance premium on this stock. I can offer my stock for sale to the options market at a higher price than it's trading at. They'll pay me money today, cash in my hand, to offer my stock for a month or 2 months or 3 months or whatever. I choose how long. And if they don't buy my stock from me because I asked too much and it never got there, it never went up to that level, these options died worthless. Whatever they gave me, I get to keep, and I can write new options again. So like every couple of months, I can write a new set of 2 contracts or 3 or 10 or whatever number of shares I have. And I can bring in this cash and do whatever I want with it. It's my money to do what? What, Bruce? Seriously, I can bring in $1,000 right now in option premiums, just writing options on the stock I've got in my account. It's in my open account. I can trade on it anytime I want, or it's just inside my IRA, or it's inside my 401k. I can add value to my account, which builds my retirement account by like an average of $500 a month more than I'm putting in and my employer's putting in. This is a boost to my retirement here. This is massive, which allows me to buy more stock of the very stock that I'm going to write options on, which means I can write more options. Every few months, I can add another option to my option writing, which brings in more capital that grows my account even faster. It compounds my wealth. Welcome to the party, pal. There's so much for you to learn here. You have no idea what the potential is. There are viewers on this channel who have figured this out in the last 3 years. The so-called epiphany happens. The moment of awareness kicks in, and people go, wait a minute, you're telling me I can do this where banks, I only thought banks could do this. I only thought insurance companies could do this. I was certain that only pension funds, mutual funds, and ETFs, exchange traded funds, only these massive, humongous institutional investors were the only ones. And all these so-called hedge funds, these Blackstone guys and all these other name outfits that are controlling billions of dollars and trillions of dollars of assets. I thought only those guys could write stock options like you're describing that I can do. I did not know I could write one stock option against 100 shares of my GameStop shares or of my IBM shares. Or I used to work at Amazon. I got laid off last year. I had 800 shares when I got let go. You mean to tell me I can write 8 call options on my Amazon stock, and I can bring in about $1 or $2 a month in premiums per share into my hands? Wait a minute, hold it. You're talking about $800 to $1,600 a month that I can bring in here on my 800 Amazon shares. I've been holding them for 10 freaking years. I can bring in $800 to $1,600 a month in cash that I can do whatever I want with. Whoa, wait, what? $1,600 a month is 20 grand a year. If that's in your margin account, 20 grand a year, have you got credit card debt lying around your house that's crushing your paycheck, is taking all that money out of your paycheck? How about $1,600 a month going to your credit cards? How long will they last with a debit balance at that rate? You're already making the minimum payment. Now you're adding $1,600 a month cash on top of that on average. Within the year, you're going to knock the credit cards down by 20 G's. And that's assuming you take all your option money and you roll it all against the credit card. The other strategy, of course, is you take the capital that you bring in and buy more Amazon stock with it to write more Amazon's options to grow your income from $1,600 to $2,000 a month to $2,400 a month to $2,800 a month. You get to the point where you're bringing in $3 grand a month, $3,500, $4,000 a month in capital. And now you're going, okay, I'm going to take half of it and put it to the credit cards, and the other half I'm going to keep growing my account. Because 2 things are going to happen. I get a raise by writing more contracts, and I drop my cost of living by knocking off my debt. Ooh, I like this game. Those of you who figured out cash secured put writing, this has been a shocker from left field. I know for a fact that there are viewers here who had no idea that they could just sell the stock they're sitting on, write cash secured puts against the cash on the stock they've had forever, bring in 30% more cash right now, 30% on the value of your assets. So you got 50 grand worth of stock, you sell it, you write 50 grand worth of cash secured puts, you bring in 15,000 in cash. Against the 50,000 of cash you've got, you now have 65,000 in cash, and it's hauling in daily interest right now. All yours. You can take that 15 grand if you want and just knock off a credit card for 15 grand right now. You got a credit card balance of 20 grand. Here's 15 G's against it. You now owe 5,000 in your credit card. So instead of earning daily interest on that $15,000, you've taken that 15,000 and thrown it against a 2% a month interest cost credit card, 24% a year. You've just eliminated $300 a month in interest charges to your butt. That's $10 a day less in interest you are paying your banker, your credit card company today with what you have. What? People are going, what is he talking about? I have all these assets. I'm saying I've got these ETFs and I've got these mutual funds and they diversified my investments at work and then I left and it's just sitting there. And can I turn it into cash and self-manage this? And is it possible for me to borrow against my 401k and then use that money to write cash secured puts to then bring in this extra cash and then use that to pay off the 401k loan I took on myself? Or can I? Yes, it is. You've got to take hold of your life. You've got to take hold of your assets. You've got to become Warren Buffett. You've got to become a miniature asset manager. You've got to figure out what the hell you're sitting on and maximize the performance on what you're sitting on. And stop paying these organizations that are your friends that are giving you all these points. Oh, you're getting all these points to get cheap hotel rates in Bali. You're not going to Bali. You're never going to Bali. The only way you're going to Bali is you're looking at the photos going, I'm in Bali. Where do you think you were going? When's the last time you took a 4-week holiday to Australia? When's the last time you took a 3-month continental holiday in Europe? You haven't. You're working. There's no such thing for average middle class Americans and Canadians and what have you. It doesn't exist. The only way you're going to ever get to a level of, well, I can go wherever I want, whenever I want, because I can afford it, is you better rearrange your assets to make them pay you to have them. Maximize your assets to bring in capital that you deserve, that you should be earning, to offset or add to complement your paycheck, so that you finally are in a position to quietly say to yourself, like going into a voting booth tomorrow. You go into a voting booth tomorrow, you can do whatever you want, nobody knows. Well, you rearrange your assets going forward in the next few weeks, learning how to write stock options and learning how to maximize return on your assets. You get to decide whether you stay at work or not. You get to decide whether or not you're going to have a chat with your manager, your boss, the owner of the company, whatever your situation is, to say, love it here. It's been great. You tell me how much you love my work. I tell you how much I love your company. It's been a nice relationship. But I've come to a fork in the road, and I would really love to continue to work with you, but only on a consulting basis. I'm turning myself into a consultant. I'm willing to give you 20 hours a week from my home. The work I can do is double anyone else around here. But I'll set up a 20-hour a week arrangement with you at so much an hour. And you decide when those 20 hours are. And the rest of the time is your time, because you're managing your assets for much more than 20 hours a week of pay at your job. This is called taking control of your life. I try to help you do that. Believe it or not, that's what this channel actually is all about. It's not that simple. You see, people look to you, if you are an option writer, and they go, hey, way to go on writing options. That's great. Can you show me how to do that in 5 minutes? And those of you who are here a while go, no, I can't. I can't show you in 5 minutes how I transformed my entire existence from being a slave to my boss and being a captive. I was kidnapped and caught in a cubicle, and every dime I got from my paycheck, I had already committed to all of my IOUs, to the world where I quit that cubicle job. I took his classes. I've been with this channel a little while. I've learned how to write options. I'm bringing in this added capital, and I've completely taken over control of my economic existence. You want me to show you that in 5 minutes? That doesn't exist. If you know a brain surgeon, you ever sat down with a brain surgeon at a party and said, "Hey, listen, why don't you show me in 5 minutes what brain surgery is all about, so I too can make the kind of money you're making?" First of all, you don't know a brain surgeon. You never will know a brain surgeon. They don't hang out with people like you. They hang out with other brain surgeons in the surgery room because they're busy. They're very busy. And when they retire, they don't hang out in your neighborhood anymore. They've long left your part of town. They made the dough. Hey, gonna blame these guys? I'm not blaming these guys. Way to go, brain surgeon. Look, if you're any good at software writing, you're any good at an accountant, you're any good at bookkeeping, you're any good at changing tires at a tire center, you're any good as a mechanic, you're any good as, I don't care what you're good at, great. But you can also be good at this. You can learn how to do this on the side. So instead of trying to be an Avon salesperson or trying to be a party planner or trying to buy pallets of crap from the post office and then resell it to other people, there's a lot of side gigs out there. I mean, how many times have you been bombarded with side gig ads watching my channel? Probably every day. You could just do the side gig of this channel and just hang out here with us and learn how this game is played and take control of your life and make it your own. But again, you got to want it. Like I said, if you think in 10 minutes or in one class of mine that you're going to learn everything you need to learn to be an option writer, you are sadly mistaken. But it's okay. This family here, those who have stepped up and have learned how to write options and are learning even more every day on how to write options, are the most successful option writers in the business. And as you become more successful as an option writer, things get easier. It gets easier to make $10,000 a month writing options, $20,000 a month writing options. There's no limit to how much you can make. There are people here on this channel who've been here now for 3+ years, many of them who are generating much more than $30,000 a month in writing options. Yeah, they're making $250,000 a year writing options and more. There's no limit to them either. Because again, I am trying to get you to become a miniature, one person, one household, institutional trader. I'm getting you to do what the pros from Dover are doing in downtown Manhattan, in London, Frankfurt, in Paris, in Milan, Italy, these financial centers, Shanghai, Tokyo, Hong Kong, Sydney, Australia, wherever the tallest skyscrapers in the world are, is where the best financial institutional people are, and they're filled with professionals that trade bonds, commodities, currencies, stocks, and there are option writers. And I'm just trying to get you to do kind of what they do from the comfort of your house, from your apartment, from wherever you want it. And if you want to be you want to be mobile, you want to go on the road and do some traveling for a while, one of these is what you're going to need to be an option writer anywhere on this planet. It is almost to the point you can go almost anywhere on this planet and be an option writer. And those who have become option writers full-time and are no longer working for anyone in a cubicle or at a location somewhere, you are self-employed. You might be a consultant on the side if that's what you want, but many of my viewers have long ago given it up. And I said, I just work for myself, Bruce. I don't do any work for anybody, because the most important person I work for is me. And I make more money per hour doing option writing than I could ever make at any job I have ever had. Even my university degrees and my talents and all the certificates of accomplishment and my licensed of being a plumber, the fact that I've been licensed to be an electrician, I'm a government worker, I've had a great career in whatever career I have. The maximum I could ever make in the position, career field I've chosen has a set limit to it. With option writing, there is no limit to how much money you're going to make. You decide where you're comfortable as an option writer. Simple as that. Whether you're retired, you're a male, you're a female, you're single, you're married, you're divorced, you're widow, you're widowed, it makes no difference. You are going to make money as an option writer, no matter who you are, where you are, what you are, and what you're going to become. It's another world entirely. You are in control of your life. But hey, you wanted it. You wanted control of your life. And that's why you found me. And you've stuck around because you figured out, yeah, this is the only guy that can help me get away from the trap I've put myself in, or the box I'm in, or I love my career and I love my coworkers. I love doing what I do. My bosses are great. The owners of the company I work for are wonderful people. I really like these guys. They've been good to me. I've been good to them. However, there comes a point in time where I'd like to be on my own now. I've graduated to the point where it's now me time. It's me time. So that I can give back to my family. I've given to the career. I now want to give back to my family. I want to spend more time with my kids, my grandkids. I want to spend time with my siblings, my elderly parents, my whatever. You want that time now. That time that you have to give away to others. You now want to take that time back and have it in your hands, in your control. Well, good news, option writing from 9:30 Eastern time until 4 o'clock Eastern time. That's the only time you can give to option writing. After that, you're just doing research and trying to figure out what your next move's going to be. And during 9:30 to 4 o'clock, you do not have to be every second of the day on top of the market to see what's going on. No. It's not that kind of a gig. You're not turning the intensity of the job into intensity of option writing. You're going to quickly figure out, if you become a full-time option writer, that you're working a lot less and you're not stressing out as much as you used to. If you are stressing out more as an option writer than you were at your job, you're writing options incorrectly. That's where you may want to have a one-on-one with me to kind of have a little chat about how it is you write options and what kind of option strategies you're employing. And I might be able to help you reduce your stress level on option writing and go, oh, thank you, Uncle Bruce. This is good. You decide if that's in your wheelhouse or not. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm your buddy, Uncle Bruce, and I'm here to try to help you make money. Nothing personal. I'm just here to try to help you make money. Richard Carlin, welcome to the show. Corinne and Juan and Dolph and D.H. Ruda, welcome. ER is here. Hector's here. Christina, of course, is here. How are you? Who else is here? Mike W. is here. Deep Value, ST. Who else? The Big E is in the house, and these thumbs ups are coming in. Number 34 thumbs up. Thank you. RB, good morning. Lisa is here. Greetings, Uncle Bruce and family. Reports say Ken Griffin of Citadel dumped $993 million worth of Nvda. Interesting. Danielle is in the house. Welcome. Who else is here? Charlie C2, of course. Jeff Glass. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm voting tomorrow. Good luck with that. Thank you for being here and telling me where you're from. I love it. B. Tissel, Amy J. Welcome. Walter Young, good morning. And how are you? Number 48 on the thumbs up meter. How's it going, you guys? Rocco 37 in the house. Good morning, friends. This week will be a dumpster fire. Bezos and Griffin dump their Amazon and Nvidia stock. Buy at the top. You get a heavy bag of you know what. Ryan is here. Eddie Martin. Robert Malhout, as always, is in the house saying good morning. Alex, good morning, my friend. JJ, good morning to you. James of the Misty Tree, number 76. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. B. Griggs is in the house. Good morning, everybody. Those of you who notice these names of people, you'll notice their names like Charlie C2. He's got an avatar, and he's got his name in green. He's a member of the channel. Those of you who see like Jarrett here, Jarrett, great guy. I love having Jarrett here. I just wish Jarrett was a member. He's a viewer. He might be a subscriber. I hope you are, Jarrett. I'd love him and Andre to become members of this channel. Love you, have you. If you become a Gold Bagel member right up here, you can join me every morning for the pre-alert show just for Gold Bagel members. That starts before this show starts. And of course, Wednesday nights, primetime live. Flint Creek knows. Flint Creek knows. Wednesday nights, primetime live, and every morning pre-show. Gold Bagel member benefits. Lisa, Buffett and Bezos unloading big positions or just profit taking before the election. 9-pound taco. We need another member. That's 9-pound taco. Romeo, how you doing? Sean, good morning from Scotland. Hope you're making money. Sean, become a member of this channel ASAP and join the party. All of you, if you can, we'd love to have you as members. Thank you for saying hi to me. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you for telling me where you're watching from. Thank you for subscribing, and thank you for becoming members of this channel. That's what keeps this channel on the air. YouTube does not pay me enough money from advertising to be here on a monthly basis. I make YouTube more money from the fact that I have members than from advertising. That is the fact, Jack. That is the fact. Whether you're a Children with Uncle Bruce member, $10 a month, or Gold Bagel member at $25 a month, YouTube gets 30% of that money. So you're paying YouTube to be a member of my channel. They get 30%. I get the 70%. I get paid once a month. And I thank you all for that. The membership money coming in is a strong chunk of the living I make. Classes that you buy, yes, that helps tremendously as well. But I am certain, and I know that for every class you are taking from me, you are getting more value than you will ever pay for. The return to you is undeniable, and it is a one-way street for the rest of your life in your direction. But that's my job. My job is to help you become an option writer and make you a better option writer and help you make money in this market. That's my job. And I accept that. I don't trade. Just to be clear, I don't own any stock. I don't have any options. I don't write any options. I am an independent. What am I? I'm an educator. That's what I am. I'm an educator, I guess. I get paid to help you make money in the market. You pay me by being a member of this channel and or taking classes and or hitting me up and saying, Bruce, I need a one-on-one with you. I need to talk to you alone about what I'm doing and what I'm doing. My wife and I are doing, the family's doing. I need you. Can you help me and my parents? Is it possible to do a one-on-one with you where you're here on this thing and I'm up here and my mom and dad are down here, or I'm here and my brother is over here? I'm trying to help other people, and I've convinced them to do a one-on-one with us. The answer is yes. Yes, I can do a one-on-one with you or with your family. You can bring 3 or 4 people in if you want. Split the cost of the session. You guys figure it out. One of you will pay me to do it, and you'll figure out between yourselves how you divvy that up. Once the session is done, once we do our 1.5 hours or so, because it never goes an hour, it always goes longer than an hour. Once the session is over, I just send you a recording of it. I send you a recording of the session we just had, and you can rewatch it as many times as you want. So it's up to you if you want to do a one-on-one. So between memberships, classes, and one-on-ones, that's how I make a living. All right. Now, the fact that you guys are getting richer and richer and richer, it allows you the luxury to say to yourselves, well, I've taken all of his classes, and I want to do a one-on-one with him like every 3 months. I need this one-on-one time, because now for $400 an hour, you look at that and go, $400? I write 25 contracts at a time. I bring in 10 G's. I bring in 10 grand every time I write options. I need some fine tuning from this guy. $400? This is a drop in the bucket. Well, that's what I want it to be. I want it to be where you're here and this $25 a month cost to you is a joke. And you're going, this is the least I can do for this guy. Thank you. Now, those of you who are generous enough to send me super chats or PayPal donations over and above everything else, well, thank you. If you've had a very good month this month, a very good year this year, and you're sending Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen a gift of a donation, well, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, because this is going towards our vacations that we take, going on a cruise ship or being in Europe, just finished the Europe trip, or coming up to our winter vacation. We thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. But we know it's because you are doing rather well out there. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Join us. Come on in. Dude is here. 9 Pound Taco has signed up to be a member of the channel. Gold Bagel level. Thank you, 9 Pound Taco. Welcome, my friend, or welcome back if you're returning. Thank you very much. There we go. There's the taco right there from 9 Pound Taco. 9 Pound Taco now has green and an avatar. Love it. Thank you, Stephen Jackson. Yes, Dolph. Larry Titus is here. Good morning from Washington. Number 98, thumbs up. See, Charlie is here. Welcome, Taco. Deep value. Let's go for 203 likes, thumbs ups for Uncle Bruce. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you, Ricardo. Good morning, Uncle Bruce. I was always curious why you don't do your own trading. If you're so good at this, as we all know, conflict of interest. Just curious, and thank you for all you do. I'm on this channel. That's exactly what it is. I cannot look the camera straight on and say, hey, do this and do that, and I'm already way ahead of you on these trades. I just can't do that. When I started here in 2021 going live, I went live in January 2021 because at that moment, the GameStop story was just exploding and the stock was just going nuts. And I had gazillions of people following me, and many people were accusing me of being a shill for the company, and that I was trading on the side, and I was trying to get you to do stuff that I'd already done and all this nonsense. And I time and time again would clarify the fact that I don't trade in the market. I do not compete against you for anything, and that's the reasoning for it. Now, when I went live in January 21, there were probably 50 other YouTubers who just started to go on YouTube to cash in or try to cash in on the wave of insanity that was GameStop and the meme stocks and all that Reddit stuff and all the hype, because they were looking at a channel like mine and we're going, this guy has 10,000 people watching him at the same time, all following his GameStop story. Or I had at one point in time 200,000 people would watch my channel every day in January, February of 2021. It was insanity. It wasn't sustainable. It was ridiculous. And 90% of those viewers wanted me to tell them what to do today to get rich, because there were 50 other channels trying to tell them what to do today to get rich. Some of those other channels were using their viewers as people to help them get richer through other means, which was they would buy bunch of stock in a hot rumored stock of some kind, a penny stock, and then tell their channel members, you should get into this, it's hot, it's crazy. The fact was that they were already sitting on 100,000 shares at a dime each or 50 cents each or whatever it was, and they were trying to help their stock go higher by pushing their channel into it, and they would be selling the stock off while they were pumping people in. It's called a pump and dump. They would be pumping stock and dumping the stock through the back door. And unfortunately for those channels, of which there were many, a high number of them got caught by the SEC under SEC stock trading investigations, where there are these anomalies. There are these people that are accused of pumping and dumping, and they're dealing with a ton of legal matters that I cannot imagine wanting to be part of. And so I don't want to be part of that. And so that's why I'm here. I'm an advisor, I guess. I'm an educator. Some call me an entertainer. There's a disclaimer on the bottom of my channel that says not financial advice, the usual legalese crap. I don't trade against you. I don't trade. And so it's for you to make the dough. And I cannot tell you, thank you, MJ, by the way, and Ted, cannot tell you how many times I get emails sent to me privately from viewers that tell me the impact that this channel has made on your lives and your finances. It's so gratifying. It is. Jen and I read the emails to her, and I have trouble finishing some of these emails. I just cannot tell you how emotional it is to be able to say to Jen, listen to this, or here's where this person was, here's where this person is, and here's where they're headed, and then of course the one-on-ones. I cannot tell you how much I enjoy having one-on-one sessions with my viewers, to be able to review with you where you were, where you are, and where you want to get to. And we try to find a way to scheme out together the best way forward for you to maximize returns on your dollars, your assets, that you had no idea could do this. It has happened so many times where I've been able to help people where they come to me and say, well, I own this because I used to work there and then I quit that job or I got let go and then I joined another company and we had a stock option thing there, and then I got, I switched over to here, they got taken out, whatever. So I have these shares. I have these shares of these 2 or 3 companies. What do you think I should do? And we review this and we figure out very quickly, you've got credit card debt up to here. You've got a student loan. You got 2 car loans. You got kids going to college in the next 2 years. Oh my God, like this pressure on you is unbelievable. And you were thinking of taking a second mortgage on your house to kind of make it. Why don't we do this? And so we would go over the portfolio and come up with a strategy. And then within 20, 30 minutes, people are going, oh my God, I had no idea I could do that. I could get rid of 2 car loans and a credit card like this week. Seriously? Yeah, seriously. What can I tell you? It's you gotta, like I said, you gotta want it. And if you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it happen. Classes number 1, number 2, and all the way up to 17 are waiting for you on the website right there. There you go. You need help interpreting this? I can guarantee you, I am certain that you watch these classes once and twice. They're an hour and a half, 2 hours long. There's no tests, there's no quizzes. It's in plain English. You'll realize this is pretty basic stuff, but I didn't know that. I didn't know it worked like that. I didn't know options did this. I didn't know I could do that with an option. I didn't know I could write puts. Didn't know I could write calls. What? Classes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Learn how we do all kinds of stuff around here. Speaking of classes, class number 18 is coming up. Class number 18 is coming up. I'm going to talk about that a little later in the show, but I just wanted to say thank you for your support of this channel, and I'm glad you're here. What can I say? Lisa, Uncle Bruce equals entertainment. Steven Jackson, good old Pump and Dump. My wife used to call me that. Thank you so much, guys, for just being part of the channel. I love you guys for this. If you've become a member of this channel, thank you so much. You're keeping me on the air a little longer. Simple as that. Every month you renew your membership. Means that I'll stick around a little longer because I can afford to. And I thank you all very, very much for that. We're going to go member only comment right now because that's what we do here. Members of this channel can comment if you're a Chillin' member or a Gold Bagel member. And like I said earlier, if you become a Gold Bagel member, you join me. You'll be able to join me every day, a half an hour before this show even starts, so I can give you some heads ups. And also Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, primetime live with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members only. The membership has its privileges, and that is one of them right there. Thank you all for those of you who have stepped up to the plate and taken a swing at the ball and are determined to make it work. I thank you. And I congratulate you. I mean, frankly, if you've taken the time, you've thrown a couple $100 on the table to say, I'm going to take the first 2 classes, number 1 and number 2, right there. That's $300. You take those 2 classes, I think you're going to come out of them and go, I just learned like 10 things I didn't realize, or I thought I knew this, but I actually was incorrect on that. This is a revelation. I had no idea it worked like this. You start taking classes after that, and every class you take, you will learn stuff that you're going to go, I didn't realize that is what was going on. And I can tell you, so many people say to me, you know what I learned, Uncle Bruce, was after I took a number of your classes, I now began to figure out what these institutional traders are all about. This term, institutional accounts or institutional investment firms, I know what that means. What does that actually entail? Now I've taken your class, I understand. Oh, that's what they're doing. Oh, They do it this way, and then you figure out that's why every Super Bowl, the Super Bowl is held in Vegas, or it's held in Miami, or the Super Bowl is in LA or Phoenix or wherever the Super Bowl is. This is why, and this is how these $10 million to $85 million private jets come landing into town, and they're either chartered by institutional investors that are filled with option writers, or they're owned by institutional firms, hedge funds that are flying their clients in. They're top investors for the Super Bowl weekend, Super Bowl week, the Masters, the U.S. Open, the Kentucky Derby, the Indianapolis 500, Wimbledon, the French Open, the Australian Open, surfing in Hawaii, taking investors these private hedge fund outfits are taking their top clients, flying them to St. Bart's, to a private resort that you can't find on Expedia because it's not public. It's a private resort at $5,000 a night for a week, and you're going, what? That's $35,000 for a week in accommodations, plus the jet ride there and back. That's like $100,000 freaking dollars. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's what you spend on a client that invests $50 million with you, $100 million with you, where you're getting paid 2% commission plus 20% of the profits. You make them. You're making money with their money and getting 20% of the gains. Your team of option writers, feverishly working in Manhattan on the 58th floor of the whatever tower, or in London, or in Dubai, or in Hong Kong. They're around the world with around the world clients, and there's a part of the budget out of your firm's budget to wine and dine these clients so they keep their money with you. Because not only are you making them money on their money, you're showing them how much you appreciate that they're with you. And the fact is, the well-to-do hang out with the well-to-do. And it's the world that I'm not part of, you're not part of, but I'm just trying to get you to an upper middle class lifestyle. Can I get you a sliver of this activity? Can I help you get to that level? If I help you make $25,000 a month in profits on average, writing options, you're making $300,000 a year. Are you a multi-millionaire now? No, you're not. You're making $300,000 a year. Okay, it's good. It's better than working for $80,000 or $200,000 a year. It beats that. But you have the ability to go beyond that, and you can make $1 million a year, $2 million a year, $3 million a year. Yes, you can, but you're probably going to have staff to help you do it. In other words, you're going to start hiring people to write options on your behalf. You're a miniature institutional investor, but that's down the road. Let's get to step number one. Is there a way I can help you enhance your lifestyle to make some damn money in this market, to stop losing money in this market, to start adding to your 401k, IRA, RRSP, TFSA in Canada, your margin account, your investment account around the world? Can I help you grow your asset values, build cash flow, so you can start knocking off credit card debt and other loans to lower your cost of living as low as humanly possible, maximize income into your hands that can guarantee you a retirement with dignity? Step one, dignity, self-reliance. That's step one. We go from there, all right? You want to be part of that world? You better want it bad enough. And as I said before, if you have a relative, a friend, a buddy, somebody that has come to you and has said to you, wow, I heard from so-and-so that you're doing really well in the market these days. What's the secret? And you say, well, I've learned how to write stock options. And they go, can you show me how to do that? And all they want is just show me how you are successful after you've taken 17 classes, You've done 3 or 4 one-on-ones with me. You've been here for 3 years, 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months. They want all that packaged up on a silver platter for nothing, or they feel you are obligated to give them this knowledge because, after all, you're my brother, you're my in-law, you're my brother-in-law, you're my sister-in-law, we've been friends for years. I think you should give me this in 5 minutes, though, because I got to get back to work. I got to go golfing tomorrow, and my wife wants me to go visit the in-laws, and we're getting a new puppy for the kids, and I got to, I don't have time to. Can you just show me how to do this? Can you do it for me? Can you just help me make money by you taking over my account and you become my broker for me? In other words, people want you to be the institutional operator. They want you to be an institutional trading company, and they want to be your clients. And they would like you to take them to St. Bart's for the $100,000 getaway once you get them up and running. Is that what you want from them? Welcome to this party and this neighborhood. I'm just a guy in front of a computer, and people look at me and go, I don't believe this guy. This guy is so full of crap. I don't believe a word this guy says, because it sounds too damn simple. It's just too easy. And if he's so smart, why doesn't he be an option writer and be the multimillionaire himself? And why is it that all of his clients need to be a member all the time? This is a scam. They have to keep being a member all the time to keep making money. No, they don't. People come and go here all the time. Some folks hang around here long enough to learn how to do covered call writing, and then they leave. It's like Jerry Seinfeld and Kramer. Maybe one of us should just leave. People come and go on this channel all the time because they find what they want, they get what they want, and they move on. There are others who are here who never leave, but they never comment. You never see their name here. You never see them say a word. They talk to me privately. There's quite a number of those folks, and we have very in-depth conversations. We go over a lot of interesting strategies, and it's all good. That's why I don't trade. I don't trade because that's a conflict of interest I don't want to cross. The day I want to become a trader of contracts myself, and I want to do that, is the day I'm not on the air anymore, because I can't do both. I cannot sit here and tell you, oh, I'm doing all these trades, why don't you join me? No. There are very good YouTubers out there, and non-YouTubers, people out there who have podcasts, who have websites, who do whatever they do, and they do trade, and they do show you what they do. They do tell you what they do. They're out there. But you can't understand a word they say unless you know what it is they're doing. And there are some of them out there who do offer services. They do offer training on how to become an option writer. It's a question of who are you comfortable with learning this from. That's all, in my opinion, anyway. And some of them are really good instructors, and some are not. But welcome to the world. There are great mechanics, and there are not great mechanics. But some mechanics are good at doing brakes, but they're not good at transmissions. I'm a guy that just sits here, tries to explain the market in plain English, and tries to explain to you how options work, and how you can write them, and how you can make some serious money doing it. And I offer you ways to learn how to do it. That's it. That's all. That's the agenda. I make a very good living doing this. And the reason I make a good living doing this is because I have helped thousands of viewers make money in this market. Not hundreds, not dozens, thousands, maybe tens of thousands. Because it's been since January 2021 that I've been yapping here about how you can make money in this market. And I have zeroed in on option writing around May of 2021, April 2021. I started zeroing in on it. And it was March the 16th, 2021, that I offered memberships to this channel on the chilling level, $10 a month level. And then at the end of 2021, I think I started offering Gold Bagel memberships. I can't remember the exact date. And there are people who have been members of this channel now for over 3 years, and they're not going anywhere. As long as I'm on the air, they're not going to leave because they're making money. And so there you go. For some, like I said, there are people here who are here all the time but never talk. They're not members. They're not even subscribers. They just hang out and they take what they can get and then they move on and do what they do. That's the price I have to pay being a YouTuber. It's a open channel. You can watch me all you want and you can critique me and make fun of how I look and whatever you want. It's okay. It's the price I have to pay being a YouTuber, that there are those who watch and I really don't make any money from them. And then there are those who cannot thank me enough and say, man, you cannot go anywhere. I do not want you to become an option writer and leave us. I want you right here every day because I want to listen to you live, pre-market and the first hour of trading if at all possible. Every day the market's open. You're the only YouTuber who talks to me as a member of this channel, as a customer of yours that's bought your classes, that's done one-on-ones, and you're still here during market hours every day. You're the only YouTuber I can talk to that has posted these classes and I can get a hold of. Because sometimes crap happens in the market and I need an answer now. And so people thank me by being a member and saying, you're worth it. You're worth being live. I want you live every day. I don't want you on once a week to just say how you're doing and wave to me. I need the interaction. I need the reaction to this market. I need someone to help me interpret what the hell is going on and why is it happening the way it's happening. If you're one of those folks, join this channel. Whether you're a Chillin' member or Gold Bagel member, it's up to you. And if you really want to become self-reliant and say goodbye to your job, end your career early on your terms, live your retirement the way you should be living it, have dignity in your life, you're already retired. And you got a $200,000 retirement account that is making 3% a year and you are draining it. Maybe it's time to turn it around and start managing it yourself. Or maybe you have a child that is 38 years old, 45 years old, and you're going to have a chat with one of your kids that you know is into the market and could really grab this information and go with it to help you stay retired in a dignity sense. Maybe you'll refer the child to this channel and you'll bribe the kid. He'll bribe the kid to take over your finances and help out. However it works for you, I don't know. Every one of you is different. I can't dictate it. I'm just a guy in front of a computer trying to help you make money. And by the way, Larry is just a guy watching his computer or his phone or his iPhone or his iPad who says, Bruce, I'm hitting the bells right now because the market is open, we're trading, and we're here to make money. So I say, welcome to the party. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel. And let's see if we can help you get richer today because no one else is helping you do it that I know of like we do it here. Thank you again so very, very, very much for being here. Thank you again. I cannot thank you enough. I think we're off 45 points on the Dow to start the morning. Maybe we're down 70. S&P is off a little bit. NASDAQ's off a bit. Oil's up 180 a barrel because there's rumors about the Saudis aren't going to do cutbacks in production at least until December because OPEC members are saying, don't do that. We'll behave. We'll behave. It's all BS. I have good news for those of you who drive cars, for those of you who use petroleum products in your lives, which is all of you. Oil is everywhere. More is being produced than we need. Oil consumption is dropping. Bit by bit, it's dropping. There will be more oil available to mankind for the rest of your life and your children's life and your grandchildren's life because we have found ways to extract oil out of the ground that we couldn't extract 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 20 years ago, 10 years ago. There is oil coming out of the ground now in areas, for example, in North America, that oil companies gave up on in the 50s and 60s. They thought they had drilled it out. They had produced out their oil fields way back in the day. And there are companies on these lands today extracting more oil out of those oil fields than the original finders of that, discoverers of that field ever did. That's how far this business has become, because I know it. I'm in the town in Canada called Calgary, Oil Center of Canada. There are 900, 1,000 oil and gas companies headquartered here, and many of them, if not almost all of them, have figured out ways to extract oil, find oil, produce oil from fields and locations that were unimaginable in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Unimaginable. The government of Canada is so grateful to Alberta and its oil and gas sector, because this town and the oil and gas sector of this city generates more money to the coffers of the government of Canada than any other city, including Toronto. The folks in Toronto think they pay the most taxes. They pay a lot in taxes, but they get a lot back. Where this town here generates revenue through oil and gas extraction all over Western Canada, the Arctic and often the Atlantic for the maritime provinces. This government of Canada is addicted to oil and gas revenue from this city, this province. It's unbelievable. Every Albertan, there's only 4.5 million of us in Alberta, if that. All Albertans produce more tax revenue for the government of Canada than any other place in the country, period. Yeah, there are some who work offshore and make a lot of money and they pay a lot of taxes, but there aren't 4.5 million of them. There's 4.5 million of them in this province, and this province is underappreciated from time to time when it comes to what it delivers for this country. But hey, it doesn't make a damn bit of difference. At the end of the day, what are you doing to improve your life? It's nothing personal. It's just, are you doing anything to improve your life? There you go. Thank you. One, it's because of you that there are more conversations happening in our family about the realities of life and exactly you want to do with your well-being. Richard Carlin is here going, neat, neat, neat. And so is Charlie and D.A. Judah. I thank you very much. I appreciate you. Juan is saying, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for all your wisdom and willingness to help us become rich. I'm a dedicated stalker, says Computer Whiz of Uncle Bruce. Palantir, what's your view? I don't know. I don't have a view on Palantir. I really don't follow it. I know about it. I have heard of them. I quote their stock from time to time. I don't know the inner workings of the company. I can't be the expert of every single stock that's out there. I just can't. I'm too busy helping people make money writing options. And it doesn't matter if you own Palantir or not. But if you do own Palantir and you are writing options on Palantir, God bless you. If you're writing credit spreads on Palantir because you've taken my classes and you figured out credit spread, fantastic. You're doing cash secured puts, awesome. You're getting rich because of Palantir, great. Are you an employee of Palantir? Former employee? You just bought the stock over years and years and years and you want to know what to do? Great. If you want a one-on-one about Palantir and what you want to do and how you do, I'm available. You can hire me out for an hour whenever you like, and we'll talk about Palantir for the whole hour. I will dig into the financials with you. I will dig into the SEC filings with you on camera, and I'll try to help you understand what's going on if that's what you really want. But that requires a one-on-one. I don't know about Palantir that deeply. It's okay. It's nothing personal. I love you. Big E. Neat with a zit at the end. How about that? Yes, indeed. Don't forget the Knights of Neat. Those of you are looking at me going, what's the Knights of Neat? I've never been around this channel. I don't know what he's talking about, the Knights of Neat. You have to understand the power behind this market. It's mysterious. It's overpowering. It's scary. The power behind this market is generated and is ultimately controlled by these people right here. If you don't know that, you haven't been here for a while. The Knights of Neat, who say Neat. Don't make this man angry. It'll cost you a fortune. You must honor the Knights of Neat. Yes, we have fun here. We have a lot of fun around here because it isn't boring to make money. It's great. It's a lot of fun to make money around here, and we love having fun with our knee emojis. Thank you all for joining me and doing that. Appreciate you, Knights of Neat followers. Deep Value knows. Neat. Don't forget. James of the Misty Tree, neat, Kevin, Karen, neat. All my viewers know the power of the Knights of Neat. Don't mess and underestimate the power of the Knights of Neat. Thank you all for being part of this zany channel where we try to have fun and make money at the same time. Thank you, all of you. 9 Pound Taco, you make a good point here. We should be hearing something about CoStart or CoStar. I think it's CoStar and Matterport soon. I think yes, 9 pound taco, CoStar. That's right. We should. Yes, we really should. Tesla is in a free fall, says Lisa. Giddy up, Hector. Neat. We'll see how far these stocks go up or down, or not at all. We'll give her a go. GameStop's down 15 cents. Maybe it's down 40 cents. My one machine says 15. My other one says 40. I think it's more like 37 cents on GameStop right now. I'm looking the U.S. down 144 on the Dow, S&P down 17, NASDAQ down 124. Oil is up $1.79 a barrel. I'm showing some of these other stocks I'm following here. Rocket Lab is down 37 cents to start the morning. AI is down 61. SoFi down 32 cents. Nvidia is up 95. Matterport is at 448, down about 7 cents. Smart Rent down 2. ME is up 4 cents to 469. Apple is down 265. Tesla's off 950 to 239.39. It's had a good run though lately, hasn't it? Google, the down 278. Microsoft is down 409. I noticed Broadcom up 133. Intel down 92 cents. They're coming out of the Dow, and that's hurting the Dow today because they're still part of the Dow today. But on the 8th of November, which is Friday morning, they will not be in the Dow anymore. It'll be Nvidia. So the Dow could have a big up day on Friday because Nvidia is in and Intel is out. We'll have to watch for that. Keep that in mind. Netflix down 2.5. Meta, which is Facebook, down 560. Amazon down 188. Eli Lilly Corp down 560. The Spiders are down 140. The Qs are down 279. Uber is off 36 cents. Adobe down 479. AMD down 173. Unity off 77 cents. Enphase actually up 236 to 85.90. Spire Global down 30 cents. Cisco down 26. ATIP down 20. Moderna's down 72. Pfizer's off 22. IBM down $2 to 206.24. HPQ down 12 cents. Home Depot is up 336 this morning. Vanik Semiconductors down 62 cents. Goldman Sachs down 450. Boeing is down 140. Their vote is today. That union vote is today for their latest contract on Boeing. Target Corp up 33 cents. JP Morgan down 51. Costco is up 160. Walmart up 54 cents. Disney is down 48. American Airlines down 21. DraftKings down 34. AMC down 7. And Royal Caribbean down 44 cents. Those are some stocks that we follow and watch and whatever. 173 drop on the Dow at the moment as we speak. GameStop down 49 cents, 44 cents, and SoFi's off 28. Okay. What else? Bobby is saying that CoStar just had their earnings a week or so ago, bought another company, didn't mention Matterport as far as I read into that drawing paint document. Yeah, it's not a big deal for CoStar. CoStar is worth a lot more money than Matterport, but that deal will go through. $5.50 a share for Matterport stock, but it's half cash and half CoStar stock. So I think the Matterport stock will inch higher the moment they close the deal. They shut the deal down. I don't know if they're waiting for an SEC ruling or some kind of government thing. I don't know what it is, but it's supposed to happen in the fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter now. It's November 4th. We'll see what happens when they do it. Beach Boy, neat. Don't forget, don't fight the scary bunny, says Beach Boy. Welcome, my friend Bobby. It's still what, from what I remember, end of the year. Yeah, it's between now and the end of the year. Bobby, it is the fourth quarter, so we'll see what gives. $21.95 on GameStop, $10.76 on SoFi, $137 a share even on Nvidia. It's up this morning, but the official inclusion into the Dow is Friday, and Friday will be the day that institutional outfits that run ETFs and mutual funds that track the Dow will make their move into Nvidia. So if you are running a mutual fund or an ETF that mirrors the Dow's performance, or double the Dow or triple the Dow's performance, you have to buy Nvidia stock on Friday and unload Intel on Friday. You have to make the switch in and out. And Sherwin-Williams, you have to buy it, and Dow, you have to sell it. But Nvda will likely be the sixth most powerful stock or so on the Dow. It'll be a very powerful stock because of its value. And so it could be that Nvidia runs to 145, 150 by the end of the week next week. Maybe. I'm not guaranteeing it. I'm just saying maybe it does that. But then after that, it might then slump back a little bit. So as option writers, which predominantly you are around here, you have to be mindful and respectful of the fact that your Nvidia could go up or down $15 or $20 a share at any time. So if you're going to write credit spreads on puts, stay well behind it. If you're going to write credit spreads on calls, stay well ahead of it, and govern yourself accordingly. Of course, if you get caught with a credit spread on the calls or the puts, stock goes down too much or up too much for what you've done, what you've written, there's rollovers. And if you've taken my classes, you know all about rollovers. So there is that. Okay, so we got that going. Something else to fill you in on. I've been working away this weekend here. Class number 18, lesson 18 is coming up for your pleasure and enjoyment. And I'm looking forward to delivering to you lesson number 18. We're going to do it. Where am I? Here's my thingy. It's going to be November the 16th. We're going to do lesson number 18. Okay. Number 18 on November the 16th. That's Saturday, November 16th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're in New York, it's 2 o'clock your time. If you're in Los Angeles, it is 11 o'clock LA time. And you figure out what time zone you're in, okay? November 16th, lesson number 18 is coming up for your viewing pleasure. The lesson is tentatively being called Maximizing Your Credit Spread Profits. Kind of thinking of calling it a little more like maximizing your option writing profits, because we're going to be covering all kinds of ways to enhance your returns on writing covered calls, credit spreads, cash secured puts, you name it. It's I could have named it, given it a million different names, advanced strategies and all this stuff. But I wanted to let you all know that this class coming up for November the 16th, live with Auntie Jen and I, we're going to be zeroing in on how you can improve the ability to maximize out your return on your capital by being an option writer. You're already an option writer. I don't have to show you how to do that. Some of you are cash secured put people, poor man covered call people. Some of you are covered call only writers. Others of you are credit spread writers, iron condor writers, and so on. I'm going to zero in on how you can maximize the returns on any of these and all of these strategies as best as I can in about a 1.5 hour, 2 hour session. So if you would like to be part of my live class, November the 16th, you want to be in the audience, you will be right here. Like you see these comments right here. You will be here in this closed private broadcast, and you can ask questions of your professor. Auntie Jen will be the moderator. She will moderate the questions. She will interrupt me as I'm writing away on this whiteboard to answer any questions you have on specifics that we're getting into. If you'd like to be part of that class, you can do so. You need to make a donation of $150 to my PayPal account. That should be right here. I should be able to pop that up for you. Right there. There it is right there. There's the thing running across the bottom. If you'd like to become an attendee, you want to be a student in the live class, $150, you're into the class. You need to send a donation there and then send me a private email at my email address right here to tell me, Uncle Bruce, I've just sent you $150 to be in your class number 18. I'd like to be included. That way I can add you to the list of the roster of my students for that session. After the session is over, it will be edited by my editor and Emily. Emily, I hope you're out there. It'll be edited by Emily, and then you will get an edited version of the completed class as well. So you're part of the live group, and you'll be part of the group to get the recording. And once the class is edited, it will be available on my website as class number 18 for any of you to acquire for $150. So you can either pay me $150 and be part of the class and get the class, or you can wait until after it's edited and published and then just acquire it whenever you like. Okay, so you let me know out there if any of you would like to be part of the class. Go ahead and make your donation today, $150 to the paypal.com. And under the name, there it is, Bruce Farmer, Traveling with Bruce, which is the name of my original channel. That's why it's there. And that's how you can send me the entry fee to become a student.
And
Jen?
you can come and be ignored by me.
Be ignored by Auntie Jen. Doesn't happen. Auntie Jen reads all the comments. She knows. Yes, indeed,
I
folks.
try to consolidate.
She does the best she can. And thank you all very, very much. Thank you. Bobby, Lorraine is here. Number 140 thumbs up.
Lorraine, I'm having coffee in your cup.
She's having coffee in your cup, Lorraine. DC is here. Ding, Chavez, how you doing, pal? Welcome all, and nice to have you here with us this morning. All of you who are from wherever you are, thank you all for joining us this morning. We're up and we're running. The markets are open, and we're doing our class Saturday, November the 16th. Jen keeps telling me, don't let too many people in. I can't handle too many of them.
Yeah.
So if you want to be part of the class, get on with it.
30, maybe 35.
Yeah, Jen kind of likes smaller numbers. I kind of say, well, we could allow more in, you know. And so there's this back and forth.
Sure that I don't ignore anybody.
that she just is afraid of making sure you don't get lost in the commentary. But, you know, it's been very successful doing these classes.
Yeah.
We've really had a good run with it. We keep getting comments from viewers who say, this is the first time I've ever done one of these classes live, and boy, am I glad I'm here. This has really been great. Thank you all for joining us and being part of the familia. We'd love to have you for lesson number 18 coming up the 16th of November. Join us then. Okay.
2 Saturdays.
2 Saturdays from now. It's coming up fast.
You're going to have to clean that whiteboard.
2 o'clock Eastern is the time of the class for Jen and I. That's going to be noon Eastern time. So we can't make plans for Saturday. It's all for you guys. Giddy on up, kids.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you all for your support.
Do you like this sunshine in the morning?
Yeah, so.
Well, because we fell back, we have sun in the morning. It was really dark last week in the morning.
Oh, I see what you mean. And we've all fallen back, haven't we? I guess. Another year.
Those who move.
Yeah, I wish we didn't, but it is what it is. You know.
Having lived in a place that doesn't, it's so easy.
True.
Just don't.
Yeah, we used to live in Creston. We didn't move, but then we had to figure out you moved, and then we had to figure out when do I start the show? Because my show is different here because you moved and I didn't. Yeah, well, there you go.
Because everybody around just moved. Yeah. But the cows don't know. So
that's true.
Cows and children can't tell time.
There you go. Giddy up, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. We're down 149 on the Dow. Nothing serious.
Market's not going to do anything
today. This is Jack Squat. Yeah, nothing happening today. Nothing's happening with the market tomorrow. It's Wednesday when we get action, and I don't even know if there will be action. And if you're an option writer, it doesn't matter. It really...
Time's clicking away
right.
While the market is snoozing.
Expiry dates are coming. The third Friday of the month, next week Friday. There you go.
Yeah. It seems so weird that is not Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's the end of the month this year. Unbelievable. We'll get lesson number 18 in at the middle of the month. You guys will have Thanksgiving at the end of the month. Unbelievable.
I mean, it's not like it falls off a cliff, but being an hour later at this time of year means a week later means it's a week colder and you have a better chance of having snow on the ground.
True. travel this year for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving will be challenging versus maybe having Thanksgiving on the 15th or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, that
Yeah.
2-week differential, 2 more weeks of shorter days, longer nights, frozen roads, winter possibilities. Yeah, it is what it is. Be careful out there. And be careful planning your trip. The other thing I was thinking of is if you're planning a trip at the end of the month for Thanksgiving, you get home, say on December the 2nd or 3rd, you're home. And then it's like,
It's
3 weeks
Christmas.
later, it's Christmas already. Like, geez, right? I wonder how
know.
many people are not going to travel for Thanksgiving because they're traveling for Christmas anyway, and so they'll only do one or the other.
But a lot of them travel and do family at Thanksgiving
Yeah,
and then do close family for Christmas.
stay home for Christmas
Yeah.
and then get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
There is that. Well, we'll see what's going on.
I don't know. And for people like me who do Advent calendars, I don't want anything as big as Thanksgiving a couple of days before I have to have my Advent done.
There you go. Lorraine says, hi, Auntie Jen. I am hearing your beautiful voice. I have a pain in my leg. I'm just limping around.
Oh, dear.
My goodness.
Oh, dear.
But
Try
she says, I'm making Costco bagels. So it's not all bad.
There you go.
It's not all totally bad. There you go.
Those cups came in so handy because they give you these little mealy cups in rooms.
True.
And
No, Jen used those
I
coffee
use
cups
those
for the entire
and
trip.
I'm using one today.
Yeah, that's true. We should bring one in here so I can show it off.
Well, one's in the dishwasher
Well,
because I've already
maybe
used it.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we'll show the world what Lorraine gave us in New York. She gave us
It's
2
very
cups.
Christmassy. I'm getting in the Christmas thing.
She's in it.
As I say, I got this Advent. Get it.
Gotta get her done. Gotta get her
Gotta get her
done. Juan has just announced that he's a new member. Well, I think Juan is a recurring member, but Juan is now a
Well,
gold
maybe it's
bagel
a different one.
level member. That's what Juan is.
There
Juan,
there
thank
might
you.
be more than one Juan, just like there's more than one.
No,
Juan.
this one, this Juan,
This one,
Juan is familiar to me.
Ah.
The avatar is very familiar. Yes.
I see.
Welcome,
You
sir.
can't sneak past
Thank
me.
you for joining up. I hope you're encouraging others. I love it. DC, Costco bagels with lots of butter.
Well, that's what I'm here for.
Talk about
What
a
are
new
we-
member. DC is a new member.
What are we doing?
Juan, yes, sir.
DC?
Yes, sir. The time has come to
Isn't
become a gold
DC
bagel
our
member.
Steelers guy? Our Steelers? Isn't that DC?
No. You're talking about someone else. No. DC joined us, I think, on Thursday or Friday, and as a member. And Juan says it's time. The time has come for me to be a gold bagel member. Welcome back to the Gold Bagel member crew, says Dude Face. Rock and roll, kids.
Get to talk.
Fantastic. You get, well, of course, get to talk.
So,
and,
being Monday, I've already got stuff out on the counter, but I just came in to confirm with you that it's a bagel, well crisped, sesame seeds a popping, thin layer jelly.
I think so.
Okay.
I
Just
think
had to check.
yes, I think so. Indeed, we have 144 thumbs ups, by the way. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
56 away from 200. We have a shot at 200
right.
on this live show. This is awesome. The bagel is coming, absolutely, with the
Okay.
jelly.
And I'll be
on it.
back.
Thank you, Auntie Jen, so very much. She'll be back, baby. Oh, yeah. Thank you, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. Great to have you here. It's a great day to make money in this market. With all kinds of fun coming up the next 48 hours. It's going to be kind of wild. We'll be following it. Thank you again, and all of you join me. This is great. Ding, the one, the myth, and the legend. Yeah, baby. Thank you so much for joining us as Gold Bagel members and regular members. I love you guys. Juan, the options conversation with family and friends is always interesting. And it ends the same way every time. It can't be that easy. But what if you're wrong? Yeah, I just love how my viewers tell me this all the time, and it's been the same message for 3 years. I have viewers who've been writing options since 2021, 22, 23, this year, and they desperately try to show their relatives, look, I wrote these contracts. Bruce showed me how to write contracts. The first batch of contracts I wrote were on my GameStop shares that I had from 2020, 2021. I started writing contracts on those. Look how much money I've made on my GameStop. Then I was watching Bruce, and he started talking about poor man covered call options, and that's when your relatives really go, what? And then you look. I sold my shares. I bought deep in the money calls on GameStop, and then I wrote options on the options, and the relatives are going, what? And I'm bringing in this much money now, and I'm using that cash to buy more deep in the money calls, to write more contracts, to bring in more money. And they're going, what? And then you talk about credit spreads, cash secured puts, put credit spreads, call credit spreads, and you show them your trades, and they're going, you're selling a put and buying a put, and they give you money. How the hell does that work? How can you do that? How can the stock market give you money when you're selling something you don't have and you're buying something at a different level, and they give you money, and you now do what? You fold your arms and you watch both of those go down in value? How do you make money when you buy something and you want that to go to zero? I don't get it. Hey man, this makes no sense. It can't be that easy. What if you're wrong? And if it's so good, why doesn't everyone do it? Well, have you seen the glazed look on your relatives and friends' faces? That's why everyone doesn't do it, because they go, I don't understand. You're hoping that all the options that you're into go to zero and you make money doing that? How? That's the opposite of what everyone else does. Everyone else buys something cheap and tries to get more for it. I watch YouTubers on YouTube videos where they get a pallet, a massive cardboard box that's like 5 feet high and 5 feet wide, or 6 by 6 feet, giant cube, that a forklift delivers into their garage. They close their garage door and they start opening this gigantic box full of stuff that was returned to Amazon or returned to Kmart or Walmart, or it was undelivered mail. And they're in this gigantic cardboard box are like 200 packages that they bought for like $2,000. They bought this box. They don't know what's in it. And they open these items up and they look at this stuff and go, what can I sell this for? What can I sell this for? I'm going to eBay it. I'm going to flea market it. I know a guy who knows a guy who wants this or something. And they do videos about opening all these boxes that they're going to sell this stuff. And they're going to take the $2,000 that they spent to get the box, and they're going to try to get $3,000 for the thing, the stuff, when they sell it. But you know and I know that half of the stuff they get, they're going to take to the landfill, or they're going to give away to a Salvation Army something. Like they can't sell it. It's unsellable. It's returned merchandise that's broken. There are people who think that's how you make money. You spend $2,000 on a big fat cardboard box. You open the stuff and try to sell it for $3,000 or $3,500 or $4,000 and get lucky. Where here, people go, well, I have $2,000 and I just wrote 4 $500 credit spreads, and I just brought in $450 of cash in my hands. I have the $2,000 here and the $450 here. It's $2,450 in my account right now, and I'm folding my arms because these options die in the next 2 weeks, and I'm going to let them die worthless, and I get to keep all $450. And there's no box in my garage. I don't have to open up any stuff. I don't have to film myself opening it and post the film on YouTube and hope somebody watches me. I can do this from the comfort of my rec room, bedroom, living room, at work, wherever I am. And I'm going to make $450 in the next week and a half doing this. That box in the garage is going to take me 3 months to get rid of that crap. I'm going to make $1,000, maybe $1,000 in 3 months. I'm making $450 by next Friday doing this with the same money. and I don't have anything in my garage. And my wife isn't upset because we can't bring the car into the garage anymore. No. I like this game, Bruce. This is a lot more comfortable for me. I kind of like this game. Now, here we go. One, now I just do me. I don't help any relatives. I do for myself. Dude, sounds like you're talking about my family. They make that exact same noise. Vladdy number 148. Good morning to you, and thank you for the number 148 thumbs up today. Everybody out there, hit the thumbs up. If you're watching on the rerun, hit the thumbs up for us. Thank you. The Dow's only down 107. We're coming back up. The market's coming back up. What do we got now? Super Micro is at 27.21. It's up 116. Rocket Lab's down 22 cents, coming back. AI is down only 42. GameStop is up a penny. It just went green here. GameStop is down there's 6 cents. Big deal. SoFi down just 19 cents. It's at 10.85. SoFi got down to 10.64. Now it's 10.85. 8.2 million. It's coming back up again. There you go. Similar pattern every morning now. Nvidia is up 150. Matterport down 4. SmartRent unchanged. ME down 6. Apple down just 89 cents. It's coming back up. Tesla looks like it's recovering. It's only down 490 now. It's down like 9 something. Google down 180. It's coming back. Microsoft is coming back, only down to 140. Intel down 66. Even it's coming back up. Netflix down 36 cents. This is a nothing burger. Meta down $4. It's recovering. Amazon's recovering, down 150 only. Yeah, look at the Qs. They're down 41 cents. The spiders are up 32. We've turned around here. This market's coming back up. Welcome everybody to the program and to the show. We're only down 88 points on the Dow. The markets are improving rather quickly. S&P is up 1.6%, 1.6 points, and Nasdaq's only down 20 points. The market's going green. We're going the other direction. Here we go, baby. Giddy on up. Nvda now overtakes Apple to become the world's largest or most valuable corporation in dollar terms. That is the market cap value. No surprise there. Nvidia 136.83, up $1.43. Welcome all to the show from wherever you are. If you want to become part of the class on November the 16th, Saturday, November 16th, you want to become part of lesson number 18 on how to become a better option writer. Join us. You can make a donation here, $150, and join us, maximizing your profits, your options profits from credit spreads, poor mind covered calls, option writing. For some of you, it might be one of those refresher classes that you kind of need. It's been a while since you've done a class, and you don't want to rewatch one of the old ones, but you kind of want to watch a class that's current with today's market and where we are right now, with the election just having been had. This might be the perfect timing for you to be involved. Love to have you be part of the family. If you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Come on in. Thank you all very much for joining me today, and hopefully joining Jen and I Saturday, the 16th of November. Welcome to the party, pals. Thank you all for being here this morning. Oh man, oh man, oh man. How many of you are being hit up by your relatives and your friends and your buddies and co-workers? Is there a co-worker or two or three or four that have kind of started to smell something going on with you, that you're not so anxious around here anymore? You used to be really worried about the company and our department and our, what we're supposed to do for our, our targets. You're not so worried about targets anymore. You kind of seem more at ease around here. Is it because of this market stuff you're doing? You were telling us about this 3 months ago, a year ago. You told me that you were learning how to write options 2 years ago, and you just don't seem to be as anxious anymore around the office. And of course, you keep watching this guy who eats a bagel on YouTube. Are you still watching that guy who eats a bagel on YouTube? Really? Are you really watching? Really? You're watching a guy that eats a bagel on YouTube who's telling you can make money outside of this office?
The ones I really feel for are the ones that have you in their ears. So they don't watch you eat a bagel.
They hear me.
They hear you eat a bagel.
Like this.
I think,
Look at that.
see, I don't want to burn them, but I want them popping. How's that?
Yeah, I like them even crispier. I like them even crispier than this. They're great. Love it.
There
Love
you
it.
go. Okay.
Those sesame seeds, they start roasting in the toaster.
And they
They
pop.
they taste completely different when they do that. They have that beautiful taste to them.
And I'm sure other people who have
Mm.
sesame seed bagel also know that those sesame seeds go everywhere. They are everywhere in the house now.
Well,
They're everywhere.
that's what vacuum cleaners are for.
I guess. I think they're multiplying at night because there's too many of them out there for what we do.
If they weren't so tasty, we'd be upset.
See? And you should have seen him first time back to Costco. Like, he was beelining. He was elbowing people.
You
out
get the
of
rye
way.
bread. I'm getting the bagels.
Get in there. Get that. That's right. Elbows up, people. Let's get in.
John, you're in the class. John Kilborn will
John.
be in the class. Just saw the
John.
PayPal notification.
Excellent.
John's number 1.
There you go.
Should we cut it off now?
Yes. We'll just see how.
We'll just do the class
we'll
with
just see-
John.
We'll just see how good John is.
We won't let anyone else into the class now. Just be John,
We'll just
Auntie Jen, Uncle Bruce, live class. No one else is making a donation. John, you're number
and
1.
everybody else will be emailing John saying, "Ask him this."
Ask him this. Ask him that. John, you can sit anywhere you want in the class. You pick the chair you want. You pick your seat.
You can sit anywhere you want. Yeah. You're going to make him think he has to come to class.
How about that?
Yeah. See, now that would be a get together.
What?
To have a class,
Live.
a live get together.
In like a university setting or classroom setting.
Well, I personally was thinking, out back with whiskey, but
Out back with whiskey. The students are getting drunk in front of me as I'm trying to show them how to do the option.
it just helps to get over shyness.
You
and
have no
asking
idea
a
what it was like at
question.
Carmine's. You have no idea what it was like at Carmine's. Oh
we had
my
so
God.
much fun.
Jen at one
my
end of the table
gosh.
with Flint Creek and with Sharon and the other viewer, they were getting hammered while I'm trying to talk options and become well. And
We were getting happy.
yeah, they were.
Happy.
Yeah, there were a few swaying.
We found out that we like the same movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we're going to get knit bracelets.
The meet and greet was very successful in New York. Mhm.
And poor Kevin will have to get a bracelet too. He put up with us. And finally, he caved and had a whiskey with us.
Finally, I gotta have one of these. These kids are having too much fun without me.
We were. Okay. Well, everybody, enjoy your Monday. Try not to let crazies get you. Vote. Absolutely vote. I don't care who you vote. Well, I do, but go out and vote. If you don't vote, you can't bitch. It drives me crazy when less than 50% of a population votes.
Well, 55% have voted already.
Exactly. I want to see this number in the 90s. Get out and vote. Get a little sticker if you do, right? I mean, it's not like you're getting a lolly, but you get a little sticker.
They should give away lollipops.
They should give away lollies.
I voted lollipops. They should give those away, like a Tootsie Roll. You choose.
Yeah.
You want the
it would be
red
like-
colored lollipop
like
or
Halloween
the
for
blue colored
grown-ups.
lollipop?
You can reach in and get what you want. I want the Twix. I want the little bag of chips. I want the Fireball. Like, you can
Yeah.
take what you want. You just have to know which are the good houses.
I bet you if they offered shots after you vote.
See?
So you can have a shot of Jameson's, you can have a shot
They
of vodka, you can
They still close bars.
have Southern Comfort. I don't know.
Or is that just something we do?
Canada used to shut the bars.
Until 8
I
o'clock.
know. I bet you each state's different.
As soon as the polls were closed,
The bars are open.
Were open. Yeah. Yes, they didn't want them tumbling in. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, here we go. Here's some comments. I gotta say, where are we? I gotta catch up with. That's a number of comments that come in here. Okay. Okay. We're talking about how people try to tell people about what we do and
Yes.
try to convince
Yeah.
others. Okay.
Yes.
So, dude says, I try to explain it to them.
You can.
He eats a bagel. I pay for it, and I make money selling options. They just don't believe it.
They just don't.
Beach Boy. Hi, Auntie Jen. Lemon pie and
Hi,
Jameson's
Beach
for
Boy.
dessert. There you
see?
go. Splair, Heidi Ho, and good morning, Auntie Jen.
Hi,
Neat
Splair.
bagel.
Good
Neat. Looks like
job.
I just back in time for bagel time. Thanks to winter time since Sunday in the USA. We already switched last week, by the way.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah, that's right. They went early.
wait. Now, how much is this
Or maybe
glass?
we went late.
Dude wants to know the class is $150 US, and you get a copy of the class edited after it's done. Take a few days, but you get to be part of the live class. Splair, hopefully he is not sitting on the lamp. Dang,
I know,
DC.
they can't see the lamp.
Dang, Bruce, wish you could hand me a bagel through that screen. Splair, sounds like you have to repeat the Carmine's Day. Flint Creek,
Yes.
Flint Creek, absolutely hammered.
In front of her father.
With her
Oh, my
father. I think she was
goodness.
slipping him drinks too. Charlie, hoping to make the live lesson, but if not, how soon after is the lesson posted to rewatch for those who missed it live? Takes about,
7, 8.
it can take a week.
Yeah.
We get the
We like
class
to say-
done on the Saturday. I try to get it out to my editor over the Sunday,
And she gets it
and
back.
then I'm whatever her schedule is, and it takes a couple of days, and then by Thursday, Friday,
Yeah.
I get it, and I post it on the website, and then I send a link to all of you automatically.
Yeah.
This is why you have to send me a private email. Once you make your payment, you've got to send me an email because I'm sending you a link to the live class through your email. And if you don't send me a private email, I can't invite you into the class
And
because
we
it's
don't
by
give that
invitation only.
email to anybody else.
That's right.
That's right. No, I think that would be really fun to have a live class.
In person.
Mm-hmm.
Spare.
I could
I would
walk
have-
around with a ruler.
Spare. I would have attention issues. Beach
No,
Boy.
the ruler would help you focus.
Beach Boy says, dude, the class is free. The bagels are $150.
That's right.
Dude, got it. Bagel fee. Got it. Okay,
Bagel
9-pound
fee.
chocolate. Got my sticker yesterday. Lots of people out early voting. Right
Yes.
on.
Yeah.
Splatter. I understand antigen, especially because there are letters for voting, but I can't complain with the people that don't take both candidates. Decision's not at least small with 2 people to choose from. Flint
Yeah.
Creek. Had to go back to the hotel by 7 for a nap and some water.
Oh yeah, water. But I don't think we were having enough spacers. That you got to have spacers.
Oh my God.
Secret to success. You got to give your liver a little bit of help.
I got a very nice thank you letter from Carmine's.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Come back anytime.
We really enjoyed having you guys.
And we were good customers.
Damn right.
We weren't little kids running around the room. They didn't have to come and sing to us.
We're welcome anytime. I want to
Yes.
book another party of 17 people.
And
Oh,
I thought
anytime.
The wait staff was very,
They
very
were
nice
very
to
good.
us.
Flint Creek classes are free. Whiskey, $150. Blair, inflation hits hard when bagels are at $150.
Those are cruise ship. That's cruise ship whiskey.
Yeah, that's
prices.
right. That's right. We should do the class on a cruise. We'll do an Uncle Bruce cruise, which includes a class at sea.
Oh, but can you imagine if it was like a wavy day?
Oh, the barfing. Oh my God.
They'd have to bring out poles for you to hold on to. It would be like you're in a jail cell holding on, looking through the bars.
Those who aren't affected, we use the poles for something else. Pole
Yeah.
dancing. Oh yeah. Insanity. Flint Creek. I would drink with Auntie Jen any day. Will there be another Carmine's meetup? I'll get back to you on that.
You're so pretty.
There's only so much I can afford to spend in a year. Splair, I'm at land rat would be tricky for me. I'm a land rat. Oh, you, yeah. You're a land guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. You're a land rat, but boy, on the way out, it was like glass. You did not know you were on the water.
New York to Southampton. Oh my God. So nice.
It was so nice. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was just the water's glass, just incredible.
Yeah.
We
were so spoiled.
The ship made more waves than the waves made waves.
And we had rain, but it still wasn't even bouncy when it was raining. When we had the storm, it was just coming off of Le Havre.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they were talking to people from Havre, Montana.
Mm.
Now I know where Havre got named from.
Oh. I didn't know that.
I did not either.
I did not know.
And I've been to Jersey now, and now I know why they call it New Jersey. That was in Old Jersey.
See?
You see? The things you learn.
The things you learn
out and about.
When you're out and about.
Out and about.
You know what I mean?
Bye, everybody. Have a good Monday. Go vote.
There you go. Auntie Jen has told you what to do. You got your instructions. Don't come complaining to her on Wednesday if you didn't vote. There you go. Thank you all for tolerating me eating my bagel here in the morning. Thank you all. The classes are free. The bagels are $150. Spread, that's good. This year, it's done until summer before I quit and start relaxing with $20K in my portfolio instead of 10. Great, right on, buddy. Ding Savage, 1,370 shares of SoFi in at 1093. Giddy up, baby, giddy up. Go SoFi, go 1096 right now. Only down 8 cents. SoFi coming back up again. GameStop down 11. AI down 43. Rocket Lab down 19. Dow's off 100 points. Nvidia still up 194 right now. How about that? Giddy up, kids. S&P is green, up 4 points, make it 5. And NASDAQ is now up 8.5. So the markets are turning green here. The Dow is still down because Intel is lower and Dow is probably lower. I'm going to guess that's why the Dow is off. I'm going to double check right now on Dow performers, good and bad. Hang on a second while I desperately try to organize my limited workspace. Here we go. Okay, so the Dow's down 110 points. And the losers, there you go, down 3.19% Intel Corp. And down 1.9% Dow Inc. Those are the two dropping out on, they'll be gone Friday morning, and Nvda and Sherwin-Williams will be in. But at the moment, other losers, 1.3% loser United Health, 0.9% is McDonald's, 0.9% JP Morgan, 0.8% loss IBM and Goldman, although IBM seems to be improving. It's only down 167. It was down over $2. So IBM is coming back up right now. 0.73% loss Amazon, 0.5% roughly Travelers and American Express, 0.4 looks like Honeywell and Johnson & Johnson, 0.25 percentage point loss, 0.5% would be Walt Disney, Salesforce, Apple, and Johnson & Johnson. These are nothing burgers. Microsoft down 0.13%. Merck is virtually unchanged. On the plus side, the winners, Home Depot 1.4% higher. 3M is up 0.74. Walmart is up about 0.58. Around 1/3 point would be Visa and Caterpillar. They're up a little bit. 1/4 point gain roughly. Chevron, Nike, Cisco, Coca-Cola, and Boeing. Verizon is up 0.18, Amgen up 0.15, and Procter & Gamble 0.03 of a percentage point. So there's about 10 gainers, 20 losers, but the worst is Intel and Dow. And after that, the losers are 1.3%, 0.75%. This market can turn, but it definitely, this market, the Dow is being left behind today by the S&P 500 and by the NASDAQ. Both of those markets are improving and have gone green. SoFi is about to go green. We're at 1096-ish. We seem to be climbing back to this 11 range here. It's definitely improving. Again, SoFi, 10.3 million traded in about 49 minutes. GameStop is only down 5 cents at 22.36. 1.5 million traded, so it's already turning the corner back to go green. Rocket Lab is at 11.28, down 15 cents. Their earnings come out in 8 days. So next week, Tuesday, right at the moment, 2.4 million traded. And Rocket Lab was as low as 10.97. It's now 11.27. So it's improved by 30 cents right now to be only down 15. So Rocket Lab's trying to come back up as well. So there you go. We have a market improving little by little right now across a lot of different markets. So that's what I'm seeing. John, thank you for that email. We got you, buddy. Thank you for making your donation to Bruce Farmer here for class number 18. You are in, and you're the first student to sign up today. And congratulations. We'll make sure you have a spot open for sure. Thank you all. Any of you out there want to become part of lesson number 18, you let us know. Send me an email. Tell me you've made a donation for your $150 and we will set you up with your slot just for you. And then we'll send you the finalized version of the class as soon as it's out. And you'll become an even more prolific, I think, a more prolific option writer than before. Giddy up, kids. Nice stuff. All right, there you have it. Thank you all for joining us. Yeah, ATIP reports aftermarket close, says Richard Carlin. Okay, and we'll see how this all goes. People are wondering about the election. We'll see the election coverage for ourselves. It'll be online. It'll be on TV, whatever. I remember the days back in the 70s and 80s when I was just turning into my 20s and 30s. I remember the election coverage in Canada, America, and it would be live TV. And I knew it was important because in living with my parents at that time, when my dad had control of the TV and we were only going to watch Walter Cronkite or Peter Jennings or whoever on the various networks for the U.S. election. So that's all we watched. And for me, it was fascinating. As a young guy, being a 15-year-old, 16-year-old kid, if my dad showed a serious interest in something, I was interested. Because I was always curious what made him tick. And I usually found that something that would interest him would usually interest me. Cut off the old block, I guess. But he would watch the U.S. elections very carefully on television. And I remember the first time I watched the U.S. elections as an adult on my own television would have been probably 1980, the 1980 election. Jimmy Carter had won the election in 76, Nixon in 72 and 68. I remember watching certainly 68 election, 72 election, 76 election at my mom and dad's house. But the 1980 election was the one that Reagan won. And I was at that time no longer living at home. Jen and I were together. And so I'm watching with Jen television for the election, and it was a walk for Reagan. It was a landslide. But it was already indicated as a landslide days, weeks before the polls were going one way only. And we watched that, and then we watched the re-election of Reagan in 84. And then we watched, of course, with great interest, 88 for George Herbert Walker. And then in 92 with Clinton. That was fascinating because we had three candidates. We had Clinton, we had Bush, and we had the Ross Perot. And that was the first time we'd ever seen anything like this. And we found that fascinating. And then, of course, the re-election of Clinton was unbelievable because leading up to that election, there was so many scandals and investigations and everything else. And he got re-elected. It was incredible. And then to watch George Jr. get elected twice in a row, unfathomable for us in Canada. We couldn't believe it. We were shocked at that. And then to see Obama get elected and re-elected. That was really something. Anyway, in Canada, we find it incredible. Must-watch TV. For Canadian elections, we never know when the next election is going to be in Canada. There isn't a scheduled election in Canada. It's at the whim of the Prime Minister to call one. So if we've got a minority government going on, we can have an election within 30 days at any time. And so we never know. But the good news is the election is only 30 days long. The campaign starts and ends in a month or 6 weeks, and that's the end of it. And Canadians love it that way. We love it because once it's over, and we can get back to normal. We don't have 2-year election campaigns. None of that crap. We are terrified and bewildered by the American obsession to have a 2-year presidential campaign or longer. We find that to be ridiculous because you don't get anything done. We just don't understand how Americans don't get shit done. We don't understand it. We're upset when Canadian politicians are off the job for 30 days. We don't like it. We want them back to work. And that's their job. Get back to work and serve me. That's just the way we are. Anyway, that's it. Just saying. Going to be a fun time tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Thank you, everybody. Thank you all for joining me today. All right, I think I'm going to pack this in. I bored you enough with my thoughts. You've got enough to watch out for out there, kids. You got enough going on. Keep your eyes on your markets. We'll be here, of course, tomorrow, and we'll be back on it. See what happens on election day, and then, of course, Wednesday. Oh, my God, what's going to happen Wednesday? And don't forget, Wednesday night, Primetime Live with your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Looking forward to that. Thank you again for joining me today. Jennifer appreciates you as well. Have a great rest of your day. Get richer. Enjoy the shrinkage. They're handing the money to you. The gamblers take their dough and say, thank you, sir. May I please have another one of these? And enjoy the collapse of these options as you get richer and richer and richer. I love it. Thank you again for all your kind words. Flint Creek, drinking in order tomorrow. Splair, have a successful day, everybody. And Flint Creek, go MAXN. And Splair, thank you, Uncle Bruce, for tomorrow is election day and Wednesday, the day after. Oh, yeah. We got all kinds of stuff to watch the next few days. Thanks again, everyone. And thank you for the knee emoji attacks. Appreciate those knee emojis. And again, thank you all for being part of this channel as members and as subscribers and class takers and everything else. So, okay, guys, have a great rest of your day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. And don't forget to get your registrations in for class number 18. And away we go. Neat, 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 neat. Have a good day from Larry Titus. Neat, neat, neat. Flint Creek. Neat, 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 neat. Here come the knee emojis. Right across the board. Thank you, Knights of Neat, for making the markets very good for all of my viewers. Never underestimate the power of the Knights of Neat, of course. All right, guys, have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? Thanks again. Bye for now.